Vaughn, a patient hitter, 4th in the league in walks with 64 this season. There's the 0-1, and a slider breaks down and away. Goss this year overall went 10-4, tied for 5th in the league in wins, 3.67 ERA. 1-1, and a fly ball right field, a looping fly, not deep, and Mitchell hardly has to move right at him for out number 2. Goss has 1 strikeout and 4 fly ball outs here in the early going tonight. I'll bring up Edwin Garcia, who's hitting at .260 with 3 home runs, 33 knocked in. Revs with a 1-0 lead here in the 2nd inning. I'm told we were bumped momentarily. I think there was an internet issue. First pitch to Garcia is down in the dirt. Garcia, who over the last 8 games hit .156. Against York this year, hit .171. They did a good job against him, but none of that matters so much now. Here's the 1-0, and a chopper foul down the third base side. Revs with a 1-0 lead here in the 2nd inning. The Ruby Silva first inning triple. Now Goss sets and delivers, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Whenever this postseason ends, he will be pitching in Venezuela this winter. So many of these guys with one season to the next going to winter ball. Alonzo Harris is going to be a teammate of Tejeda's with Tiburones in the Venezuelan Winter League. There's the 1-2, and a slider missed away. Garcia flinching with the hands, but on the appeal to first, laid off. Now Goss and the fellows behind him started toward the dugout, but a near miss, 2-2.
Well, as we mentioned, with the 4th umpire of the crew, there won't be any umpires out of position on those check swing appeals here moving forward in the postseason.
Hope not. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a pop fly lofted to shallow right center. Witherspoon is in, and he's got it. And Goss with the slider had Garcia off balance, one-handing it, and he's got 3 flyouts in a row after the leadoff base hit. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 2nd, 1-0 York here in Game 1.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, and even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
This is Houghton Buchanan. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Rebs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Rebs lead at 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second tonight. Goss just one base hit allowed thus far, 5 flyouts and 1 strikeout out of his 6 outs. 4 of the 5 flyouts have been medium or shallow, so not a lot of hard contact. Tejeda will lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. After batting .300 on the year. He was way over that, though, with a couple of weeks to go. Had a very difficult finish. Hernandez's first pitch is a called strike. He was jumping back, but Gabby got the call on the inside cutter. Tejeda, 17 homers, 5th in RBIs with 78. Finished tied for 9th in hitting. He had been 4th or 5th for much of the half. Pitch is in tight, a ball as he shakes his head no. Watching that one into the catcher's mitt. He did finish tied for 2nd in the league in hits with his teammate Alonzo. Here's the 1-1 and a fastball low. They will be winter ball teammates as well, as we mentioned. Some other guys from the Atlantic League on that team. Tiburones. The 2-1 and a foul tip back to the net. Brad Bergeson, John Anderson from Lancaster, Jonathan Abeladeo from Bridgeport, Jake Hale from Sugarland, among those. Beat Tejeda, Witherspoon, and Dent here in the second inning. 1-0 York. Here's the 2-2. And a breaking ball dives away. Full count. First inning run was Harris a single, moved up on a wild pitch, scored on Silva's triple. Now time asked for right as Hernandez started to lift his hands. Tejeda, good timing on requesting that time, trying to mess with him.
And we'll see what Hernandez goes with here, 3-2. He went breaking ball to Telvin Nash.
Here it is. And he missed down low, a cutter at least. It did have some movement. And Tejeda walks, the leadoff man on each of the first 2 innings. Gabby doesn't walk many. He had 39 and 23 starts this year, a little over 1.5 per. Yeah, here's Witherspoon. Witherspoon batting .275 with 8 home runs, 48 ribbies for the year. He finished .343 over his last 10. Some big hits in the final week, including against Southern Maryland. First pitch, he shows bunt, and Hernandez with a slider that tails away. Dusk setting in here at Peoples Bank Park. 1-0 York here in the bottom of the second. There's the stretch from Hernandez. A 1-0. And it misses down and away. Hernandez and Darrell Thompson were sort of ace 1 and 1A in the first half. Gabby had the better second half. There's the 2-0, and a fastball in at the knees, a called strike. He's 31 years old, 6'4" righty. Holds Southern Maryland's career strikeout record, this season setting their season record. Pitch is outside, and it's 3-1. So a leadoff walk, now a 3-1 count to Witherspoon. Now move to first, and Tejeda back standing. Hernandez tied for the Blue Crabs' career wins record with Daryl Thompson. They each have 40. 3-1, and a line drive down the line and left. That's a base hit. And Tejeda around second will head to third. Witherspoon hustles and slides in at second. It's a double, and it's second and third with nobody out. Travis Witherspoon got into a hitter's count and ripped the double down the line in left, and the Revs are set up to try to add on.
Well, we've talked about what a good pitcher Gabby Hernandez is, and so much of that success is predicated on getting ahead in the count. He's able to then go to that nasty splitter down and away, and so far tonight has not really been getting ahead of as many hitters as he usually does. Falls behind Witherspoon, and Travis able to turn on one, lining it down the line and left.
A second and third, and with two men out there, the infield stays back, conceding one run as Ryan Dent digs in. Dent, who batted .266 with 5 homers this year, and impeccable defense. Here's the stretch. First pitch, hit him, nailed him right in the left ribs above the hip. And he nods yes to indicate that he's okay, even though it stings a bit at the moment. The Revs have the bases loaded with no outs. And the guy who unloaded them on the biggest swing of the season Saturday night will step in. Chase Simpson, who hit the grand slam Saturday against Lancaster. James Frisbee is going to make a mound visit. Mace a couple of steps out just to get Dent's attention to confirm that he's okay. There's Simpson. You feel like they've been buzzing about what he did the other night since that big swing on Saturday. Sent this place into mayhem and helped sew up the second half title.
And he followed it up with a home run on Sunday, so now 4 in his last 8 games. You really get the sense that he's seeing the ball a whole lot better, and what a spot for him again.
He almost won Sunday's game as well. Hit a line drive in center to end the 9th inning. A game that went extras. Here trying to add to a 1-0 lead in the second inning. Here in game 1, the first pitch, and a liner pulled foul to the top of the seats in section 3. A little bit early on that swing, 0-1. Ended up hitting 6 home runs for the year. As Matt mentioned, 4 in the last 8. Hernandez stretches. And the 0-1. Fastball in the dirt. Allen a backhand pick. Well, Saturday in the 7th, he blew the game open. Here tonight, it's very early, but a 1-0 lead, and he's trying to give them a nice cushion early in this one, too. Top of the order, and Alonso waiting next. Now Hernandez steps off. Hernandez second in Blue Crab history and career innings behind only Daryl Thompson. Simpson this year 2 for 3 with the bags packed, including the slam Saturday night. The 1-1, and it misses down and in, and Allen had to really slide over to smother that one. 2 balls and a strike. A lot of pitchers try to pound Simpson in. He does have a knack for pulling those foul balls into the seats. That one almost got away, though.
And credit the Revs so far in this one for being patient against Hernandez. He's a guy who traditionally throws a lot of strikes. Oftentimes you don't want to fall behind in the count, but not with his best stuff here tonight, and the Revs really waiting him out.
A long stare in. Hernandez ready. And the 2-1. Fastball and a high strike call. Slight delay on signaling it, which draws a bit of a groan. It's 2-2. Looks slightly above the belt, inner half. Hernandez next pitch, his 39th. He deals, and a grounder smacked foul into the Revs dugout. Frank Gailey jumps up to the top step and violently points toward the field, saying, "Hit it out there."
And it was Simpson chastising Gailey on Sunday for not giving him any ground balls at short. He was excited to play out there. And Gailey struck out 9, a season high, and Simpson the whole day, a 4.5-hour game, didn't get a single ball.
Hernandez a brief step off. Back on, fiddling for the grip behind his back, and steps off again. No, he's taking a while with Allen. And the next pitch now his 40th. Here in the second inning, bases loaded, no outs, 1-0 York. And a long look again, this time does have his sign. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Went down low with a cutter, and might have gotten Simpson to extend a bit. Third strikeout for Hernandez, who has his 4th total out of the night on pitch number 40. One down, and Alonzo Harris at the top of the order coming up. Alonzo 3 for 9 with the bases loaded this year. Did have a grand slam. Hit that at New Britain August 4th. Here's the stretch, first pitch, and a swing and a miss, a cutter down. And Hernandez has gotten his last 2 strikes on cutters that might have been out of the strike zone. Harris led off the first with a base hit, scored. Led the league with 89 runs this year, 3 ahead of the pack. Now Hernandez set. And the 0-1. Fastball right on the outside corner, perfect spot. And he jumps ahead 0-2. All those cutters and then that 4-seamer at 91. Pinpoint. And now Harris will have to battle.
Hernandez largely works down and away, even when he's ahead in the count. Zoe just needs to think about the hole on the right side.
Pitch is down and away. A curveball broke off. 1-2. Hernandez strikeout total this year, 3rd in league history. 3rd most. 150 during the regular season. Here's the stretch. And the 1-2. Fastball missed away. Good eye from Harris. It was at least 6 inches off. 2-2. A walk to Tejeda. Witherspoon doubled. Dent was plunked. And Hernandez won a lengthy battle with Simpson before getting ahead of Harris, but Alonzo evening it up. The 2-2. Breaking ball hit high in the air in center. Tejeda will walk back to the bag. Right center. Vaughn under it. Makes the catch. Here comes Tejeda, and the throw will go to short. A sac fly, and Alonzo brings him in. It's 2-0 York. Elevated it into right center, and when it first left the bat, I thought it might be somewhat shallow, but it carried to medium depth, and that was plenty enough to bring him home.
And a really nice job there by Harris. Certainly a guy who wants to get a hit in that situation, but once he fell behind 0-2, did a nice job to identify pitches out of the zone and then get one where he could still bring a run across.
Now the Revs, who've had the leadoff man reach and now score in each of the first 2 innings. Jared Mitchell will try to do more here with first and second and 2 outs. 2-0 the lead. And Hernandez checks second, delivers, and misses upstairs. Mitchell popped up his first time. Hernandez got him to pop it to short. Blue Crabs went 16-7 this year when Hernandez started. Now into his stretch. And the 1-0. And that misses low. Allen came out of his crouch, but Witherspoon on his way back, the lead runner. 2 balls, no strikes.
And you get the feeling momentum-wise, this is a really big at-bat for Mitchell. 2 outs, and they had bases loaded with nobody down, and if Hernandez is able to get out of it, allowing just 1, that's almost a win for the Blue Crabs.
Now ready. And the 2-0. Fastball just outside. Ruby Silva on deck. Drove in the first inning run. And the Revs have made Hernandez labor now to almost 50 pitches. He's at 48. Here's the stretch. And the 3-0. Swinging, and he foul tips it off the net. He had the green light. 3-1. That would have been a strike regardless. Was in the zone. Witherspoon at second, Dent at first. And Hernandez nodding yes as he leans forward. Here's the stretch, the 3-1. And a swing and a miss. The cutter again, and Allen fakes a throw behind Witherspoon, who slides back. A full count, and both runners will have the head start. And the cutter has been his go-to pitch early on the night. A ton of swings and misses on that.
And not just that, but a guy who has shown he can throw it even behind in the count, so Mitchell here on 3-2 certainly has to respect it.
Now ready, they will go, the 3-2. And a ground ball, base hit right field. Witherspoon around to score. Dent goes to third, and Jared Mitchell delivers. A 2-out RBI single into right. And the Revs with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. And what a big hit with 2 outs. Now Hernandez, who had gotten the strikeout for the first out, got ahead of Harris. You thought maybe tilting the momentum toward getting out of this thing, but Alonso a sac fly and Mitchell a big 2-out RBI hit. Here's Ruby Silva, who opened the scoring last inning. First and third, the pitch. He takes a cutter for a strike. RBI triple in the first, his second triple in 8 games since joining the team. Now the stretch, the 0-1, and a swing and a pop foul back over the roof. If you include his first inning hit, Silva's now batted 400 since joining the team. Revs a 3-0 lead. He's got Dent at third, Mitchell at first with 2 down. And the 0-2. Breaking ball just outside, and Mitchell was running on the pitch and will steal standing up with no throw. Had 24 steals during the season, and now a base hit could score 2 at second and third. Hernandez leaning forward and straightens up, but as he does, Silva asks for time and backs out. Ruby from Cuba signed with the Cubs, made it to AAA, and had some excellent years in their system coming up. Here's the stretch and the 1-2, and it misses down and in near the back foot. They have really made Gabby work. It has been a laborious first 2 innings. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a miss, a slider down and in, and that one was nasty. It's his 4th strikeout, but the Revs put up 2 more, and they do it on 2 hits, 2 men left. We go to the 3rd here in Game 1 of the Division Series. It's York 3, Southern Maryland nothing.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's gonna be another epic year in high school football, and Sports Radio 1350 is ready for kickoff. Tune in every Friday night this fall for the high school football game of the week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. Plus, go to WOYK1350.com for a full breakdown of the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League. The high school football game of the week, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. Catch the action every Friday night on Sports Radio 1350, online at WOYK1350.com, or download the WOYK mobile app.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
This is Jay Goss. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sport Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs with a 3-0 lead as we head to the 3rd inning. The playoffs on WOYK, brought to you by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets. And Game 1 underway with York having forced Gabby to throw 22 pitches in the first, 34 in the second. And on top 3-0. Goss was in the dugout for quite a bit and now ready to go with Luis Allen leading things off. 8-9-1 due up. And his first pitch of the inning, right down the middle, a called strike. Allen at 243. He hit 213 against York this season. Cone and Lozada to follow him. Here's the 0-1. And he swats one on the ground, just foul, down the third base side. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Somerset has a 5-0 lead at Long Island in the 3rd inning. Ducks made a couple of miscues from what could gather on Twitter, and Somerset has taken advantage early. On the 0-2, and that misses high. Now Goss, by contrast, at 29 pitches beginning this inning. He deals and misses upstairs, 2-2. Against Southern Maryland this year, he made one outing in relief and then one start. And in the start, 7 innings, 2 runs on just 3 hits. He fires, and strike 3 called. Breaking ball right there, and Allen knew it. 1 down here in the 3rd inning. It's his 2nd strikeout of the night.
And we've seen that from Goss a lot this year. He starts off the game building up the confidence with the fastball, and then as the game goes on, he'll mix in more and more pitches. He has 4 of them, and all 4 really can be strikeout pitches.
Now 1 down. Here is Zach Cohn. There's the first pitch, and a swing and a miss, a slider. Cohn hitting .242, 10 home runs, 5 of those against York. The pitch, and a swing and a miss, high fastball. And Goss armed with the early lead, looking to continue to establish a tone here. No balls, 2 strikes. They shade Cohn the other way. Here's the pitch, and it misses down in the way. That start that Goss made against the Crabs July 19th on the road was an 8-2 win. He struck out 7, walked only 1. Pitch, and a swing and a pop foul, back and out of play. Three runs on 4 hits for York, no runs on 1 hit for Southern Maryland thus far. Here's the pitch, and a check swing on a high fastball, and Tejeda wants an appeal, but he did not go. It is 2-2. Goss delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 90. On the outside corner, he's got his 3rd strikeout of the night and 2nd in a row.
But what a first time through the order for Goss. Just 1 single, 8 set down, and really pretty weak contact across the board for the guys who did put it in play.
And what a bounce back from 5 days ago thus far as well. We go to the top of the order, and Lozada, who flied to left in the first. First pitch is down and away, a changeup. Revs with a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Goss with the pitch. Fastball just outside. A 2-0 count. Lozada, who came up in the Nationals system. 2-0. And he swings and hooks one down the line and right, but foul. Hit it deep. Oh, wow, that carried off the bricks of the clubhouse building, but outside of the furthest right picnic tent, clearly foul. Put a charge into that ball, though. Lozada, who played in college at Bethune-Cookman, 17th round pick of the Nats, made it to AAA. There's the 2-1, and a fastball just outside. Now he does work it to 3 balls for the 2nd time in as many trips. Had a full count in the first before flying out. On the 3-1, and it misses down and away. Goss with his first walk issued tonight. 2-out base runner. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, Steve Janis done for the year, the fracture in his hand. But while some other guys are banged up, they're all available beginning this postseason for York. Southern Maryland with Zach Wilson, now their hitting coach, had to shut it down with a blood clot issue similar to what Scott Kelly overcame with Somerset a couple of years back. Brief visit here, just about signs, and Nate Sampson will be the batter. Lozada did steal 26 bags during the year. 2-out base runner on the walk. And the pitch from Goss. Swinging, he jammed and bounced softly to third. Simpson cuts in front of Dent, throws in front of the bag, but Nash comes off and puts on the tag.
And Telvin Nash, a couple nights ago, had a ball scoot out of his glove on an applied tag. That time, 2 hands for safety. Made sure he got it on Sampson running by.
Now, nicely done. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Revs leading game 1, 3-0.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
From Manny Brothers, almost famous, always a favorite. From Manny Brothers, almost famous sandwiches served on Italian bread. Your choice of meat piled high with cheese, fresh cut fries, coleslaw, and tomato. Every day is happy hour with half price on draft, bottles, and liquors. Tuesday and Thursdays, it's Primanti Pizza Feast wings and salad for under $20. We'll keep the wings flying with 59-cent wings all day Sunday and boneless wings all day Monday. From Manny Brothers, 2151 South Queen Street. Almost famous, always a favorite.
Not only can you feel it in the air, you can hear it. High school football. Charlie's Donut Squad is working hard every day to make sure you head over to the high school with your favorite lineup. Jelly-filled, glazed, pumpkin, chocolate peanut butter, and brewing up some of that famous fresh Maple Donuts coffee. So what's the game plan, high school football fans? Just make sure you show up with a big orange box filled with Maple Donuts. Because I don't care who you're rooting for, it's a winner every time.
Maple Donuts taste right.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs with a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the third. Telvin Nash will lead things off. Nash, a strikeout victim of Hernandez his first time up. And so was Burgess, who will follow. Hernandez had prevented a second potential run from crossing in that first inning, but the Revs then got 2 more against him in the second inning. First pitch to Nash, and he swings, hits it off the end of the bat, a loop to left center, and LJ Hose will range over from left and squeeze it. And even when he breaks his bat, it still goes to medium left or wherever he hits it.
I was just going to say, you don't often say a guy just missed on a broken bat, but he hit it, I don't know, 280 feet.
Now 1 down, here's Michael Burgess. He's DHing, he was a strikeout victim his first time. And the pitch, fastball over for a strike. Hernandez, who's from the Miami area, been in AAA with several clubs. He deals, and a broken bat loop at second. This one right at Sampson, who stands there and squeezes. And there's 2 away. Got in on Burgess's hands. 2 broken bats here to begin the third.
And now if you're Tejeda, you have to be patient. The Revs as a team really made Hernandez work in the first 2 innings. Fired 56 pitches in his first 2 frames. Now just a few pitches into the third. He has 2 quick outs. You really can't let him escape with a fast 1-2-3. You really need to make him work for it.
And Tejeda, who walked to start the 2-run second inning, will dig in for the second time tonight. Here's Gabby's first offering, and he lays off up in the zone, a called strike. Looked like he wanted to pull the trigger on it. 3-0 the lead. Hernandez deals. And a fastball called strike, outer half. Hernandez at AAA with 5 different organizations: Marlins, Mariners, Royals, Diamondbacks, White Sox. The overhead wind, 0-2. And a breaking ball hooks low. And it's his 6th season with Southern Maryland. Really his 4th full season with them. A couple of other shorter stints. Now the 1-2. And a ground ball, left side base hit. And Hernandez, who's broken a couple of bats this inning, tried to get in and blow up Tejeda as well, but he powers a grounder through the left side of the infield and will make Hernandez work a little bit. It snaps a 22 at bat hitless streak for Tejeda. And after 2 long innings to begin the night, they will make sure Hernandez at least doesn't have a 1-2-3 here in the 3rd. Witherspoon hoping to do even more than that. He digs in. First pitch is taken for a strike. Tejeda on base for the 2nd time. And now Witherspoon, who helped set up that 2-run inning, a double down the line and left last inning. Pitch is swung on, fouled back, and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Three nothing the lead. And Gabby steps off. Last season with Southern Maryland, he was 7-10. He's had a much better year this season. And he got him to reach in the dirt, swing and a miss. Tag applied by Allen to end the inning. And Hernandez with his 5th strikeout through 3. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the 4th. Matt with the play-by-play. The Revs with a 3-0 lead here in Game 1.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make 1 call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 4th here at People's Bank Park. Revs a 3-0 lead here in Game 1. LJ Hose, Michael Snyder, Devin Rodriguez due up against Jay Goss. The righty ready. He kicks and deals in the first pitch over strike 1. Goss just 2 base runners through 3 innings, a single, a walk, and neither made it to second base. The righty fires, breaking ball, and that just missed the outside corner. Close pitch from Goss, a slider. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Hose was not in the lineup last week. He was hurt for a couple. Another breaking ball there, and again just missed the outside corner a little bit low as well. 2 balls and a strike, and Hose missed 2 weeks, a rib cage injury of sorts, and now back in the lineup. Played the last 2 games of the regular season, the 2-1 pitch, and that's over for a strike inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Hose, a 3rd-round draft pick by the Orioles in 2008, out of St. John's College High School in D.C. The 2-2 from Goss, reached for and hit softly over to the right side. Silva up with it, and he will sling it on to first for out number 1. So Hose, a ground ball out to begin inning number 4, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Michael Snyder. Snyder, along with Alonzo Harris and Sean Halton in that MVP conversation. I think it's pretty much limited to those 3. I know Somerset folks want Kyle Roller to be in that conversation, but just meeting qualification numbers in the last week or so. Righty against righty. Goss winds. And the first pitch, swinging a high drive, deep left center field. Spoon on the move, back towards the wall. He looks up, and it's gone. Michael Snyder puts the Blue Crabs on the board. He had 25 home runs during the regular season, a solo home run here in the 4th. And the Revs lead cut to 3-1. Got a fastball up in the zone, and he turned on it out towards the playground there over the White Rose sign. And that'll bring up Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the only sole left-handed bat in the order. Lozada is a switch hitter. Blue Crabs really constructed for the short porch in left field at their home park as Rodriguez first pitch swinging fouls it off. And Mark Mason with the grab over the first base side dugout railing. No balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez, 22 of 47 this year against York. He swings away again, pops it up, fouling out of play, this time over to the left, and Goss bouncing back with an 0-2 count on Devin Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a mid-season addition, and really giving this Blue Crab team some offense, especially after Zach Wilson was lost for the year. The 0-2, swinging a hard ground ball towards first, just foul. Down the line and right, it just was right of the bag. First base umpire Jorge Terran right on it. Count holds, no balls and 2 strikes. We'd seen Rodriguez in the outfield earlier this season, now playing more first base. Another guy who's on the shelf for a few weeks, but back and healthy late. The 0-2, a check swing on a pitch in the dirt, and Rodriguez able to keep the hands back. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez now in his 3rd pro season, his first here in the Atlantic League. And the 1-2, a change-up fisted foul, this time over towards the third base side Blue Crabs dugout. So he certainly fought it off in both directions here at this in this at-bat. Rodriguez began his career as an undrafted free agent, signing with the Rockford Aviators in the Frontier League in 2015. The 1-2, swinging a high fly ball straight away center field, right at Travis Witherspoon. 1 step back, now he creeps in a bit, and he reaches up to make the catch for out number 2. Two down, base is empty, and that'll bring up Corey Vaughn. Vaughn a fly out his first time up. 6 fly ball outs for Goss here through 3 2/3 innings. Righty against righty, Goss into the wind, and the righty fires a first pitch slider, yanked towards third, just foul. That one close, just left of the chalk. That had extra bases written all over it as it got down towards the left field corner, but again, just missed the chalk foul. Vaughn a hair out in front. A patient hitter, 64 walks during the regular season, was 4th best in the league. Goss has his sign, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball up and in, it missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Vaughn now in his 8th postseason, his first with the Blue Crabs. And the 1-1 from Goss, and that one misses low with the changeup. 2 balls and a strike. Vaughn, the son of Greg Vaughn, who played 15 big league seasons for 5 different teams. And the 2-1 home from Goss. Breaking ball hit sky high left field straight away. Alonzo Harris back on the edge of the warning track now, creeps in a few steps and reaches up to put it away and retire the side. But Michael Snyder gets the Blue Crabs on the board, a solo home run to left center field. And it's 3-1, Revs leading after 3.5 here on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, 1 inning will be designated, and 1 name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Hey Jane, check it out. 2 brand new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, you just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
And with 9s in a line, you could win progressive top prizes instantly.
Instantly? That's fast.
Not faster than me drinking this frozen slush.
You okay?
Ouch. Headache.
Oh.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, Ryan Dent, Chase Simpson, Alonzo Harris do up for the Revs. They lead the Blue Crabs 3-1 here in the first game of the divisional series. Back here tomorrow night and then on to Southern Maryland. Dent up there ready to go, and the first pitch down and away from Hernandez. 1 ball and no strikes. Gabby really labored through the first 2 innings. A single, the only hit he allowed in the third. The pitch to Dent, swung on and popped up, foul ground, third base side. Lozada over towards the Blue Crabs dugout, reaching over the railing, and it just lands in play. The spin brought it back, and he overran it a bit, landed just behind him on the warning track. So an 0-1 count to Ryan Dent. Dent was hit by a pitch in the second inning, and that loaded the bases. The Revs would score 2. Dent ultimately stranded at third base, but the Revs scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the second, led it 3-0 before the Michael Snyder solo home run in the top half. The pitch to Dent, fastball for a called strike on the outside corner. Hernandez ahead 1-2. Gabby's next pitch will be number 70, but he's a guy who can certainly throw a lot of pitches. The 1-2 to Dent. Check swing on a cutter down and away. Dent able to hold back. It's 2-2. They're not going to be afraid to leave Gabby out there for 100-plus pitches, although he is slated to go in Game 5 if it gets there. The 2-2 pitch, swung and missed, strike 3. Cutter down and in, and Dent cut over the top. 6 strikeouts for Gabby Hernandez through just 3 1/3, and despite giving up 3 runs and laboring, he has got the strikeout pitch down, and Dent retired for out number 1. That'll bring up Chase Simpson. Simpson, a strikeout victim his first time up, but did have a very good at bat, really battling with the bases loaded, fighting off Gabby Hernandez pitches. Hernandez winds the first pitch to Simpson, down and in for ball one. Simpson, as we mentioned, really ending the regular season strong. 4 home runs in his final 8 games. Batted .273 over his final 10. Hernandez has his sign, the righty winds, and the 1-0 pitch. That's a changeup over, middle in for a strike, 1-1. Hernandez now in his career. Struck out 150 last year, 150 this year, totaling 603 strikeouts coming into play. A 1-1 to Simpson, swung on, and he got that one off the fist down past Sandy De Leon, coaching at first. So now, with the 6 punch-outs he has tonight, 609 in his pro career for Hernandez, and it's been a lengthy one. Now in his 14th season as a pro. His 6th in Southern Maryland. Hernandez gets his sign, and now will step away and ask Luis Allen to go through them one more time. Doesn't seem like the two of them have been on the same page so far in this one. We've seen Gabby step off several times. Now back on the rubber, he works from the first base side, steps back over it, and delivers. And a breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts here to begin the 4th. 3 in a row if you go back to the 3rd inning. And Hernandez perhaps settling in a bit. 2 down, bases empty for Alonzo Harris. Three to 1, the Revs leading Southern Maryland. Game 1 of the division series. Alonzo Harris steps in. Singled his first time up, came around to score the game's first run. Led the league with 89 runs scored in the regular season, and the first pitch in under the hands for ball 1. Drove in a run his second time up with a sac fly to center field. Hernandez winds the 1-0. That's on the outside corner for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Jared Mitchell would be next. Revs trying to keep Hernandez from a 1-2-3 inning for the first time tonight. Gabby shakes off. Now ready. A 1-1 pitch to Harris. Fastball, a big swing and a miss. He was geared up for it, but came up empty on a pitch just below the knees. And now behind in the count, 1-2. Infield back, outfield straightaway. 1-2 from Hernandez. Breaking ball hit in the air down the left field line towards the corner. A long run for Hose into foul ground, and did he catch it? Third base umpire is running out. Still going down the line is Katz, and Polo waving no catch. Still no signal that we can tell, and indeed it is not a catch. All the way down into the corner, disappearing from our view here in the press box, but hopefully Hose is okay. There is no patting down on that sidewall and left. Getting up slowly. Third base ump Richard Katz running all the way down there. Hose getting to his feet, walking back slowly. 1-2 the count to Harris, and we'll pause for station identification here on Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, the Revs leading 3-1, home 4th. Bases empty, 2 men down, and 1-2 is the count to Alonzo Harris. Hernandez ready, the righty kicks. He fires. Breaking ball, a check swing, and Harris able to keep the hands back. And that evens the count at 2-2. Hernandez, originally a 3rd-round pick by the Mets back in 2004, and he bounced around quite a lot. Was acquired by the Marlins in exchange for Paul LaDuca in 2008. That was the second of many stops. The 2-2 to Harris, just off the outside corner, a fastball. And that'll run it full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Acquired on December the 9th for Leduca the following July. Acquired for Arthur Rhodes by Seattle as Harris swings and pops it up back behind the plate. Allen with the mask off giving chase, but it's several rows back. The count remains full at 3-2. Went on to play for the Royals, the Diamondbacks, the White Sox. Also briefly in the Frontier League before coming over to Southern Maryland. Hernandez in the minors, twice a midseason All-Star. 2005 with Hagerstown, 2007 with Carolina. Alonzo Harris swatting at flies. Hernandez ready. 2 down, base is empty, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gabby Hernandez sets down the side on strikes here in the 4th. And for the first time tonight, gets the Revs 1-2-3. Heading to the 5th here at Peoples Bank Park, the Revs leading 3-1. You're listening to Game 1 of the Division Series, presented by your neighborhood SureSafe Markets here on 1350 WOYK.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with the friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Jay Goss ready quickly. And now time called by the home plate umpire, David Speranza. Wants to make sure everyone else is ready to go, too. 3-1, the Revs leading the Blue Crabs here, top of the 5th. And the first pitch from Goss to Edwin Garcia misses low, a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Garcia a fly out in the 2nd inning. Goss has retired 7 through the air. And the pitch on the way, swinging a pop-up right side. That'll get back and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike to Garcia. Perhaps the Blue Crabs' best defensive player. We've seen him just so sure-handed over there at shortstop throughout the year. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball, stays a little high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Garcia with the high socks, the two-tone socks. Gray at the top, light blue at the bottom, matching the baby blue uniforms. The 2-1 pitch, in on the hands, he pops it up, back of second base. Silva ranging back to Hayda, or rather Nash over there at first was back, but Silva calls him off. And the second baseman has it for out number 1. That'll bring up Luis Allen. Allen a strikeout looking in the 3rd inning. Goss with 3 so far on the night. And Allen perhaps trying to slow down the rhythm of Goss. He's really been working at a quick pace here tonight. Allen slowly coming to the plate and digging in. Goss ready to go. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. First pitch changeup had Allen out on his front foot. No balls and a strike. Allen sent over in a trade from York here on May 19th. Since has been the everyday catcher for the Blue Crabs. Goss kicks the 0-1, fastball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Goss up to 91 on the heater there. moving Allen off the plate. Jay into the wind, the kick and the pitch. Fastball, and Allen late on it, fouling it back to the screen. He just got a piece. Allen, we mentioned in that trade, going to the Blue Crabs for a player to be named later, and joking with Mace before the game that if either one of these teams should go on to win it all, he should get a ring for it. Back in the third base side, batter's box. Goss into the wind. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Another changeup. Goss mixing his pitch as well, and he has strikeout number 4, 2 down in the 5th. Allen down on strikes for the second time today, 1 looking and 1 swinging. And he's seeing the full arsenal from Jay Goss. That'll bring up Zach Cohn.
Yeah, we're good.
Cohn, the 9-hole hitter, had been in the middle of the order for much of the season, but ending the season in that 9-hole. First pitch, breaking ball, popped foul, back out of play. Cohn, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Goss ready, and the righty fires, swing and a miss. Again, the changeup, and that pitch has been really good here in inning number 5. Goss has looked really sharp here today, and again, his pace as fast as we've seen it. Really rushing the Blue Crab hitters at the plate. The 0-2 to Cohn, and that misses upstairs, a fastball, and Cohn started the hands but able to lay off. Goss tonight making his 17th start, well eclipsing his total number of appearances in pro ball, 9 with Tri-City in 2014. 1-2 pitch to Cohn, swinging a foul tip off Tejeda. He spins away from that one, trying to shake the pain. Goss got in on the hands of Cohn, and one looked like it went off the left arm of Tejeda, who looks to be okay. Goss drafted by the Astros, 10th round of 2014, before starting his year at Tri-City, but suffered from dead arm and forced him to step away from baseball for a couple of years, and it was really his mom who pushed him to get back after 2 years working at nuclear energy plants down in North Carolina and across the Southeast. The righty winds, and the 1-2 to Cohn. Check swing on a pitch in the dirt. No swing on the appeal to first, and the count now 2-2. Goss has certainly been on big stages before. Part of a JUCO World Series with Walters State, then an NAIA championship berth. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him, and Goss with strikeout number 5. He sets the Crabs down a 1-2-3 in the 5th. We're halfway home at Peoples Bank Park. The Revs leading 3-1 on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
It's going to be another epic year in high school football, and Sports Radio 1350 is ready for kickoff. Tune in every Friday night this fall for the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Plus, go to WOYK1350.com for a full breakdown of the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League. The high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch the action every Friday night on Sports Radio 1350, online at WOYK1350.com, or download the WOYK mobile app.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout, and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere anywhere else.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Revs coming to bat here, home fifth, and York leading Southern Maryland 3-1. It'll be Mitchell, Silva, Nash, 2, 3, and 4 against Gabby Hernandez. Lefty against righty to start it off. Lozada in on the grass. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss. Hernandez certainly settling in, has struck out 4 straight, and has retired 7 of the last 8 hitters after allowing 6 base runners in the first 2 innings. We'll see how long his leash is here tonight. His pitch count certainly up there at 84. And the 0-1 to Mitchell, that's off the plate inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Several guys down there in the Blue Crabs left field bullpen starting to limber up, but no one throwing yet. It was Robert Carson who was the first man standing back in the 2nd inning after the Revs had loaded the bases but never really got into any sort of routine out there. 1 ball and 1 strike. The wind and the pitch to Mitchell. Swinging a tapper foul off to the right towards the on-deck circle where Ruby Silva waits his turn. Mitchell over the final 60 games of the regular season reached base in 56 of them. 32 extra base hits included. Finished tied for 4th in the league in doubles with 34. Down in the count here, 1-2. Hernandez peering in, now ready. And the offering on the way to Mitchell. Hard ground ball towards the middle and a diving stop by the second baseman, Sampson. The toss on to first and just in time to get Jared Mitchell by a step. That one looked like it was going to get on through, but Nate Sampson, full extension towards the middle, robs Mitchell of a leadoff single. Fine defensive play by Sampson, a late addition to this Blue Crabs team. And a 1 away to begin the 5th. That'll bring up Ruby Silva. Drove in the first run of the ball game with a triple to straightaway center field. His 2nd in just over a week. The first pitch to him, he watches that one down low. Hernandez slipped on his follow-through. Looked like he got his spike caught in the landing spot. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready. The 1-0. And Silva shortens, tries to push ball it up the first base side, but fouls it off straight back. We saw him try that on Sunday afternoon, a guy who can handle the bat well. So many of his hits so far already coming to the opposite field, including that home run on the first pitch in the first at bat he saw as a member of the Revs. 1 ball and 1 strike. The setup down and in. And the pitch from Hernandez ripped on the ground, first base side. Rodriguez knocks it down. Sampson picks it up but has no play. It was nearly back-to-back robberies on the first base side, but Rodriguez had that one trickle off his glove. And Silva with good speed hustling down the line gave Sampson no play. Certainly hit it hard, turning on an inside fastball. And that'll bring up Telvin Nash. Nash 0 for 2. His last time up, a broken bat fly out to left center field on a pitch that he really muscled out there. Shows you the strength that he possesses. First pitch chopped on the ground, foul past Polo down in the third base coach's box. No balls and a strike. Nash back here for his 3rd season in York. 16 home runs in the regular season. Last year signed by the White Sox June 22nd. Hit 15 home runs before being picked up. 44 in his career as a Rev, 4th best all time. And the 0-1 pitch down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. He also batted .275 with 11 doubles and 28 runs knocked in last year. Really was leading the league in several different offensive categories before getting the call up. The signee by Chicago. Now in his 9th pro season. The 1-1 pitch, swinging a hard ground ball towards third, off the glove of Lozada and into left field. Stopping at second is Silva. A hard hit ground ball to third, and that'll go as a base hit. So Telvin Nash in the hit column. Back-to-back hard hit singles here with one away in the 5th. Fans chastising Lozada a bit, chanting Ole, based on the way he tried to field that one, but not a whole lot of time to react down there at the hot corner, especially with Nash at the plate. And now Michael Burgess to the plate with 2 men aboard. Burgess, a guest on our pregame show today, has certainly had postseason experience throughout his career. First pitch, down and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Won an Atlantic League championship with the Somerset Patriots 2 years ago. Began his career in the Nationals organization, a first-round draft pick in 2007. Hernandez bent over, getting his sign. Now ready. And the 1-0 pitch to Burgess, a swing and a miss. Got him to climb the ladder a bit, a letter-high fastball. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Last year with the Revs, Burgess a .275 average, 18 home runs, 31 knocked in, but limited in his time due to a knee injury. This year, healthy throughout for the most part. Belted 17 home runs in the regular campaign. A 1-1 offering on the way. Line drive towards center field. Vaughn coming on, and it will hang up for him, and the center fielder makes the catch. Burgess, a line drive, but right at Corey Vaughn. And now 2 men down here in the 5th. They'll bring up Isaias Tejeda. Tejeda hit his last time up, snapping an 0 for 22. And it'd certainly be big to get him going here in the postseason. He was so good for so much of the regular campaign. Bats here with 2 on and 2 out. The Revs ahead 3-1. Tejeda, as always, digs in, then steps out, takes the practice swing, and then back in after adjusting the batting gloves. Silva at second, Nash at first, 2 away. And now he'll call time and step out. Hernandez up to 96 pitches now, and it's Runyon up and loosening in the bullpen. Sam Runyon, a right-hander. Here's the first pitch to Tejeda, and he takes one down and in. It missed, 1-0. Fans trying to get into it. Their team ahead 3-1 and threatening here in the home 5th. The setup outside. And the 1-0 offering from Hernandez. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit, just foul. Up the third base line. Tejeda got his hands around and pulled it. And about a foot wide of the third base bag. There have been a couple close calls on either side in the last inning or so. Several guys just missing bids at extra bases. One ball, 1 strike, the count to Tejeda. Back in York for his 2nd season. Last year had a 28-game hitting streak. Runners go. The pitch upstairs and the throw down to second base, and the tag in time. Nash can't believe it. He thought for sure he was in there. Silva took off for third. Allen looks to get the go-ahead runner at second base, and the tag put down on Nash to end the frame. 2 hits, 1 man left, and after 5 complete at Peoples Bank Park, it's the Revs 3 and the Blue Crabs 1. You're listening to Game 1 of the Division Series, brought to you by your neighborhood SureSafe Markets on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Labs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, we head to the 6th. The Revs leading the Blue Crabs 3-1. Jay Goss back to the hill. He'll face the top of the order, third time through the lineup for Goss, Lozada, Sampson, and LJ Hose. Telvin Nash gunned down at second base to end the inning, and he and Ruby Silva discussing things before the beginning of inning number 6, and I think what Ruby was saying to him is just because I go doesn't mean you have to follow. Silva with a tremendous jump towards third base, and I think Nash, seeing that the lead runner took off, decided to follow suit. Luis Allen targeting the trailing runner as Lozada stands in, and the first pitch he swings, pops it up foul and back out of play. And it's really nice to see Silva take on such a leadership role in his early time with the team. Saw him on Saturday night trying to preach patience while he was out on the bases in crunch time late. Goss ready, and the 0-1. Swinging a hard hit ground ball to Silva at second. He ranges to his left, fields and throws for out number 1. A lot of times in regard to Silva, especially when you come over to a club so late in the season, it's tough to kind of find your place right away. And even if you are a natural leader, not sure if you want to speak up right away and step on anyone's toes, but he certainly seems like he's fit in just fine so far. Certainly helps when you're playing as well as he has. Sampson up, one down, base is empty. Sampson 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out in the first pitch from Goss. Sampson shortens and takes a strike. He pulls back, and there's a slider over the outside edge. 1 run, 3 hits, or 2 hits, I'm sorry. No errors for Southern Maryland. 3 runs on 7 for the Revs, and Sampson takes it up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Sampson, a late season addition for the Blue Crabs. And the pitch from Goss, swing and a miss. That changeup has been working tonight. And Goss ahead 1-2. Goss certainly not the smoothest track to pro ball, but really has excelled here for the Revs this year. And a 1-2 to Sampson, upstairs with the fastball, 90 miles an hour, shoulder high. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and started out with a commitment to NC State that was wiped away, ruled ineligible. Decided to instead attend Pitt Community College in North Carolina as Sampson takes a breaking ball in the dirt, and that'll run it full 3-2. Hopped around from Pitt to then Walters State, where he led his squad to the JUCO World Series. Then decided to go the NAIA route with Faulkner. The payoff pitch, a check swing grounder foul, and that one got way inside on Sampson. It nearly hit him, but the second baseman tried to commit to it, and it looked like he got it right off the knob of the bat. Count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. Goss in that NAIA championship pitched a complete game shutout over Point University, struck out 16 batters. And the payoff pitch up and in, ball 4. Second walk of the game issued by Goss. The 1-out base runner here for Southern Maryland in the top of the 6th.
Those last two pitches, both missing arm side up and in. Fletch will give him a little breather here and spend that first visit as Revs get some bullpen activity for the first time tonight.
Goss up to 85 pitches as he works here in the sixth. Has thrown as many as 104 on the year. His longest outing, in fact, 7 innings, came against Southern Maryland on July 19th. Gave up just 2 earned runs. His only time facing the Blue Crabs, that was win number 4. Of course, coming in tonight with 10 victories on the year. Him and Frank Gailey each in double digits for the Revs, who, for the 4th time in their history, as Tejeda gets Goss to step off, the Revs outfield wasn't quite back and set yet. Revs in their history for the 4th time have 2 starters in double-figure wins. First pitch on the way to LJ Hose. Changeup misses a little bit down and in, 1-0. Hose 0 for 2 in this one, a strikeout and a ground out. Southern Maryland facing Goss for the 3rd time through as Hose calls time. Hose drafted by his hometown Orioles. Growing up was a Baltimore Orioles season ticket holder and then got his first chance with the Birds. Pitch on the way, breaking ball chopped to third. Simpson backs up, plays it in between, hop to second, 1, and that's all they'll have. Silva wisely hangs on to the ball, but a very nice play by Simpson. Had to throw it back across his body after fielding a difficult hop towards the third base line at 2 men away.
Yeah, he's been so solid at third base, and it really begins with judging it off the bat. Another good read on the bounce there, reaction, and the throw a little bit toward the shortstop side as well. Also a good play from Silva to hold the bag, get to it, make sure he could stretch and hold the bag, and Simpson had to rush it off balance a little bit, but got it there.
2 outs, runner at first. The Revs lead it 3-1. And the first pitch, a called strike on the outside corner to Michael Snyder. Snyder, the only 2 hits in the ballgame for Southern Maryland. A single in the second, a solo home run in the 4th to put them on the board. The other 8 hitters, well, just 2 walks. 0-1 the count. The pitch from Goss, swinging a high fly ball deep but foul down the left field line and out of play. Revs have Joe Van Meter loosening in their right field bullpen. Joe certainly a dominant second half. And he's been used in a variety of roles in the second half, thrived in all of them. But Goss trying to get through 6.
Come on, Jay, you can do it, buddy.
Hose on at first, decent speed. 0-2 the count to Snyder. Goss ready. And the pitch on the way. Check swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. He went around, says first base umpire Jorge Tehran. Strikeout number 6 for Goss. Snyder can't believe it. Well, that will end the 6th. 1 walk, 1 man left. And after 5.5 at Peoples Bank Park, it's the Revs 3 and the Blue Crabs 1 on 1350 WOYK.
It's time again for York Mitsubishi September sales event with 0% financing. Full rebates and discounts up to $4,500 on all remaining 2017s in stock. So stop by and see what we can do for you on all Outlanders with 7-passenger seating, Outlander Sports, Lancers, and Mirages. And as always, get our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So don't miss out on York Mitsubishi September sales event while selection is still available. York Mitsubishi, just off Route 30 on Roosevelt Avenue, York.
Fans, your second half Freedom Division champion York Revolution is going to the playoffs, and the team needs your help. Let's pack Peoples Bank Park this Wednesday and Thursday as the Revs take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Rudders and the 4 Isaacs locations in York are giving away free Revolution ticket vouchers with purchase. Vouchers are also available at your nearest Peoples Bank Financial Center. Playoff baseball, it doesn't get any better than that. Come on out this Wednesday and Thursday. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
This is Steven Janis. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the sixth we go here at Peoples Bank Park. It's the Revs 3 and the Blue Crabs 1 here in Game 1 of the Freedom Division Championship Series. Tejeda, Witherspoon, and Dent due up. 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Tejeda was at bat when Telvin Nash was caught stealing to end the fifth. So he will slowly make his way to the plate. Pitching change for Southern Maryland. It's a Maple Donuts call to the bullpen as Sam Runyon comes on. Runyon will make his 53rd appearance. 52 regular season appearances for Runyon. A record of 3-2, a 4.39 ERA. The infield plays Tejeda to pull as he digs in. And Runyon ready to go. Already kicks, he fires in the first pitch, breaking ball over for strike one. Runyon, a big righty, 6'4", 220 pounds, from Asheville, North Carolina. Has made it as high as AAA in his career. Now with Southern Maryland, the setup away, the 0-1, and that one just missed outside corner at the knees. Maybe a hair low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tejeda's been on base twice, a walk, a run scored in the second, a single in the third. All that against Gabby Hernandez. We'll give you his line momentarily. The 1-1 pitch, down and away, a fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hernandez goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 1, he hit a batter, and he struck out 8. Really bounced back well after the first 2 innings where he labored so much, and you have to think some of that may have been rust after not pitching for 14 days. The 2-1 pitch from Runyon, breaking ball slapped on the ground, just foul up the line at third. Count now even at 2-2.
Gabby was at 56 pitches through 2, and he only threw 43 in the 3 innings after that.
Finishing at 99 through 60 for strikes, and most of that coming in those final 3 frames, in which he gave up just 3 base runners after 6 in his first 2 innings. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Tejeda. Set up away, and the pitch from Runyon. Breaking ball, line drive the opposite way, and foul. Looked like it was heading for Grant Sides down there in the Revs bullpen. He leapt up out of his seat, just got out of the way of it. A near miss there. Tejeda targeting his teammates. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't kick it up there. Kick it up there. Kick it up there.
A high set from Runyon, a high leg kick, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hard fastball down and in. Had Tejeda tied up. First strikeout for Runyon, and out number 1 here in the 6th. Runyon on the regular season, 53 in the 3rd innings. Allowed 53 hits, 34 runs, 26 earned. He walked 20 and struck out 49. Here's Witherspoon, a double and a strikeout so far. He scored a run. And the first pitch on the way from Runyon. He dots the fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
That was really loud.
Witherspoon, a strong finish to the regular season and showed a lot more patience at the plate. Pitch on the way, a cue shot off the end of the bat towards the Revs' first base side dugout. Witherspoon, a .400 average over his final 5 games, 8 for 20, drove in 3. Here in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Lazard at third stays even with the base, maybe a step in front. And the 0-2 pitch from Runyon, swinging a weak dribbler out in front of the plate. Runyon off the mound to field and gave an easy toss to first base. 2 men away here to begin the 6th. Looks like that one ran in on Witherspoon, maybe a little bit late protecting. And with the bases empty, Ryan Dent will come to bat. Revs leading Southern Maryland by a score of 3-1 here in the home 6th. York plating 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Michael Snyder a solo home run to get the Blue Crabs on the board in the fourth. And that's where we still stand. Dead 0 for 1, reached on a hit by pitch. And the first pitch from Runyon. That one's just off the plate away. 1 ball and no strikes. Dent, another guy who really finished strong on the regular campaign. A 321 average over his last 9 games. The kick and the 1-0. Line drive to first. A pick off the ground by Rodriguez. A short hop, and he will take it to the base unassisted, and that will retire to the side. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Sam Runyon here in relief. And after 6 complete at Peoples Bank Park, it's the Revs 3 and the Blue Crabs 1. Daryl Henry will take you home when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Just like to say that y'all rock, man.
Tom Verducci of Sports Illustrated wrote the cover story on Vin Scully. Was there any moment where he thought he was not going to keep his job?
There was a moment there when the Dodgers moved to Los Angeles, and they wanted their own voices. And it was Walter O'Malley, the Dodgers owner, who stepped in and said, no, Vin Scully is going to be your announcer. He's the best that there is.
Dan Patrick. Mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As any baseball fan will tell you, there's nothing quite like spring training. Join Kraus Travel for spring training with the Baltimore Orioles. Follow the Birds south to Florida March 18th through the 23rd and catch 6 spring training games. Kraus Travel's spring training package includes round-trip travel from York, 5 nights in historic downtown Bradenton, daily breakfast, transportation to and from each game, and more. Reserve your spot in the lineup now. Call Kraus Travel today at 244-6410 or email info@kraustravel.com.
Hi, this is United States Olympian Haley Flickener. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th, Joe Van Meter will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And what a job from Jay Goss tonight. Revs with a 3-1 lead. Goss 6 innings, 1 run on 2 hits. And there was only 1 batter in the lineup that totaled any hits off of him. He walked 2, struck out 6. That 6th strikeout came in the grudge match with Michael Snyder, the 3rd and final meeting between those two tonight, after he had singled and homered off of him previously. 90 pitches, 54 strikes for Jay. And Devin Rodriguez will lead it off, 5, 6, and 7 for the Crabs against Van Meter. And his first pitch of the night is a fastball down and in, just missed on the left-hand hitting Rodriguez, who's flied to center both times tonight. Van Meter, an excellent 2017 season after a brief stint with Southern Maryland the year before. There's the 1-0 and a swing and a miss. Fastball explodes through. He's 4-2, 2.57 ERA in 55 outings this year. 63 innings, only 45 hits, 64 strikeouts. Opponents hit 196. On a 1-1, and a fastball just inside. Since July 1st, 32 outings, 3 earned runs, 35 2/3 innings. He deals, and a swing and a miss, a changeup that fell to the floor. It's 2-2.
We've talked about that pitch game after game throughout the year. Such a devastating weapon for Van Meter, and quite possibly the best off-speed pitch out of anyone on this staff.
Now he evens things up with Rodriguez. And ready. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and he fouls it away down the left field side. Rodriguez this year hit .364 around a hand injury that robbed him of some time. Against the Revs, he hit .478. And he really burst onto the scene early in the season. Van Meter with the pitch, and in the dirt, a full count. He was not with them to begin the year. He was picked up shortly thereafter. Third-year pro. Now ready, and the payoff pitch. And a called third strike! Rodriguez tossed his bat away, throws up his arms. A changeup that started in and ran back, and he is absolutely furious. Jawing at David Speranza on his way back. Last inning it was Michael Snyder who was miffed. And there's one down here in the 7th inning. And he just got stared down in the dugout. And James Frisbee from third is screaming in at David Speranza. That gets his attention, and he points and hollers back and points at him.
He's daring Speranza to toss him, and we've seen him get tossed once in this ballpark.
Boy, he was red-faced and screaming from the third base box. One down to begin the 7th. He's still hollering at him. Here's Corey Vaughn. And the first pitch, a fastball low. That was the bench coach, Joe Walsh, who ushered Rodriguez back into the dugout. 1-0, and a broken bat loop, and that will carry into the stands on the third base side. The bat went right past James Frisbee, who stands there with his hands on his knees and didn't even move. He's still seeing red, staring in at home plate the entire time. Vaughn will head over for New Lumber. Tonight he's fly to right and fly to left. Revs with a 3-1 lead here in the 7th inning. Blue Crabs thought that they had a leadoff runner. Van Meter got the strikeout. And now ready. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A changeup. And Vaughn can't connect. 1-2. Garcia on deck. Van Meter's set. And the pitch. Fastball just outside. Now,
no pitch.
Yeah.
No pitch.
Time called. There was a ball from the Blue Crab bullpen that almost hit Chase Simpson in the feet. And I'm not sure that Speranza called that. I think the base umpires signaled time. 1-2 it remains. Van Meter ready. And the pitch, swinging a liner, socked foul down the left field side. Sails past the brew house into the corner. That remains 1-2. Vaughn, the son of longtime big league slugger Greg Vaughn, grew up traveling around big league clubhouses. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ramped it up to 93 on the radar gun on that heater. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. One on a changeup that danced, and this one on straight gas.
That's so tough on opposing hitters when you have to be ready for 75 and 93. And both pitches are just so good. And the arm action on the changeup out of his hand looks like a fastball, and that's what makes it even better.
Here's Edwin Garcia. He swings and lifts one to right. Mitchell will come in. Under it waiting. Makes the grab. 1-2-3 7th for Joe Van Meter in his playoff debut. Stretch time here at the bank. Revs lead at 3-1. You're listening to Game 1 of the Division Series. Brought to you by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets on WOYK.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
It's going to be another epic year in high school football, and Sports Radio 1350 is ready for kickoff. Tune in every Friday night this fall for the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Plus, go to WOYK1350.com for a full breakdown of the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League. The high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch the action every Friday night on Sports Radio 1350, online at WOYK1350.com, or download the WOYK mobile app.
At the York County Solid Waste Authority, we know just 1 quart of motor oil can contaminate 1 million gallons of water. Recycle your motor oil at locations throughout York County. Visit www.ycswa.com for locations. Garbage is power.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Chase Simpson will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. Revs with a 3-1 lead. Lefty Robert Carson, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Simpson will bat from the right. 2 strikeouts tonight off Gabby. And the first pitch of the inning is grounded foul down the third base side, down near the camera area. Carson for the Blue Crabs this season, 3-4, 3.79 ERA, 58 outings, 1 start as well. There's the 0-1, and a drive way foul though. Simpson, he's done it from the left side and now the right. Hits it right on the barrel, but yanks it way foul over the seats. 0-2. Top of the order next. And the pitch to Simpson. Cutter just missed inside, and Carson starts to walk off the side of the mound, turns and circles before looking in for the throw back. The Blue Crabs not terribly happy right now. Now Carson thought he had a good one. David Speranza really wore it from the Blue Crabs in the top half of the inning. Here's the 1-2, and it missed low, so Simpson works it even. Runyon a 1-2-3 inning. Hernandez had settled down. Revs haven't scored since the second. And they went up 3-0. Michael Snyder homered in the 4th. 2-2. And that's in the dirt, I believe. Bounced up off Allen. I don't think it crossed him up. I think it was in the dirt. 3-2.
They might have caught the front edge of home plate because it looked like it really skipped up high on the mask and didn't bounce all that far in front of home plate.
So full count. He was behind 0-2. Carson thought he had him. Now it's full. And the pitch. Swinging, he grounds one softly to second. Sampson to his left, gets in front, throws to first for the out. And Simpson there trying to protect, ends up tapping it into the ground, 1 away. On our York Mitsubishi Out-of-town scoreboard, Somerset in control, 7-1, leading game 1 at Long Island in the 8th. And a 5-0 lead by the 3rd inning in that game. Here is Alonzo.
It's really been an interesting tale here in the second half for the Dogs. They were so good in the month of August and really struggling, just kind of backed their way into the playoffs and down big in game 1.
First pitch here, a swing and a miss on a slider. Alonzo 1 for 2 tonight, singled and scored in the first, sac fly in the second. Facing his former fellow Mets draft class mate. Pitch is bunted, but right back to Carson. He'll glove it, run to first, dump it off to get Harris, who really scooted, flew down the line and made that play close. Carson took his time. I'm sure those two know each other from Mississippi. Maybe a little gamesmanship there. 2 down. Man, he can fly. Here's Jared Mitchell. He's 1 for 3, RBI single back in the second inning. Revs have Ricardo Gomez getting ready for the 8th. Left on left here, first pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. In the 8th for Southern Maryland, they will have 8, 9, and 1 due up. Allen, Cone, and Lozada. The 0-1, swing and a miss on a fastball. Carson with good stuff here tonight. Base is empty, 2 outs, 2 strikes. The stretch, and the 0-2. And he just missed away, and again he started to walk off. But Mitchell lays off a tight one, 1-2. And David Speranza takes a step away from his spot behind home plate. He might have had something to say back toward Carson after that reaction. Carson strolls behind the mound, tugs at his jersey, trying to regroup. Now stares in and set. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a foul loop the other way, out of play to the third base side. Tomorrow night, 6:30. Victor Mateo against Darrell Thompson. Friday at Southern Maryland, 6:35. Frank Gailey against Brian Grenning. Saturday, if necessary, 6:35. Logan Williamson, Drew Hayes. Sunday, if necessary, 2:05. Here's another 1-2. And he checked on a ball in the dirt, appeal to third, no swing. Richard Katz confirms the check, 2-2. Saw Stephen Penny in attendance tonight, former Revs reliever visiting. Lives in York, so not a far visit, but came out to see his former team here in Game 1. Carson again ready. Time asked for by Allen, the catcher. 3-1 York here in the bottom of the 7th in Game 1. Out hitting the Crabs 7-2. And Carson ready, and the pitch. Missed in the dirt outside, a full count. Again, it's the first time the Revs have opened a postseason at home since 2011. That one was a walk-off homer from Bryant Nelson against Lancaster to start that championship run. Now the 3-2, and a breaking ball inside. So Mitchell was behind. He ends up battling his way on. That'll get Ruby Silva to the plate. I feel like I say it every game, but Mitchell continues to just scratch and claw against tough lefties and get his way on base against them. Yeah, here comes James Frisbee, and this will be just a visit, nobody up throwing. Trying to make sure Carson is calm after he thought he had a couple that he didn't get. It is 9 o'clock. We'll pause for a station ID.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, The Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. Revs lead at 3-1. Here in the bottom of the 7th in Game 1. Mitchell the 2-out walk, and Silva will make his way to the plate. 2 for 3, an RBI triple in the first that opened the scoring. And Carson, a snap throw over. Mitchell goes hopping and lunging back, standing up. Had a steal earlier tonight. Carson ready, and another move to first. Mitchell back standing again. That jersey keeps coming untucked and back for Carson. Revs finished the year 6th in the league in steals, 107. They had pretty good numbers late in the year down the stretch. Pitch to Silva is down and away. Carson, who did make it to the big leagues with the Mets. The 14th round pick out of Hattiesburg High School in Mississippi in 07. And another toss to first. Mitchell a dive in. Attendance tonight, 2,744. And a great job from Revs fans on a game that wasn't on the calendar 3 days ago. Now move to first. Mitchell started to lean and he just got back. He went back standing thinking it'd be an easy trip back. And Carson sped up the move and almost nipped him. And he's upset again. He thought he was squeezed on a couple pitches earlier this inning, and his reaction said it all on that pickoff throw. Sort of stomped toward first, threw his hands up. Now ready, and the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. He kept the fastball down. And it's Silva to swing through it. Carson made 17 big league appearances with the Mets in 2012. 14 more in 2013. Now move to first. Mitchell started to go, and now he's stuck in a rundown. He'll hit the brakes. The shortstop Garcia tags him out. 1-3-6 on the caught stealing. He kept wanting to go, and eventually Carson picked the right time, and Mitchell couldn't even get back. His only option was to start towards second, and the rundown closed them off. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Second time the Revs have been caught stealing tonight, and that'll send this game to the 8th. York leading 3-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversaries of these members. Gladfelder, Anstat Communications, RG Group, RKL, Buchard Horn Incorporated. The York County Economic Alliance. Together we prosper. Visit ycea-pa.org.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the 8th, Ricardo Gomez in. His first pitch to Luis Allen is fouled upstairs on the first base side. No balls and a strike. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 8th inning brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Van Meter 1, 2, 3 in the 7th with a couple of Ks. Gomez the second reliever after Goss. And the 0-1 slider misses down low. Allen tonight, 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts, both off Goss. 3-1 York. Gomez from the stretch. And the 1-1 swing, and he jammed him, fouled back over the roof. Gomez this season in his 5th year with York, not continuously, but second straight season here. 4-4, 3.26 ERA, 41 outings, couple of saves. Now set. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a fly ball, right center. Witherspoon has it lined up and over into the alley. He makes the catch. 1 down. Here to begin the 8th. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment is best for your needs. Call 717-316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. Now we're good. Here's Zach Cohn, who's struck out both times. Gomez pauses on the leg lift, and he gets him to pop it up on a slider toward the third base dugout, but this will get back by a row. And it's no balls and a strike.
Well, better to pay the bills than hear what I have to say. But what I was going to say is that play for Witherspoon out there in center field, that was all pre-pitch alignment, and he's still out there playing now Cone the opposite way. But if he's playing straight up, that ball from Allen is a tough play in the gap, but he was well over there, positioned perfectly.
0-1, and a foul against the screen. Gomez jumps ahead. 0-2 on Cone. Lozada at the top of the order next. Gomez has his sign. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss! He struck him out. A slider. 2 up, 2 down. The bottom 5 in Southern Maryland's lineup all 0 for 3 tonight. Goss and the relievers have done an excellent job. We go to the top of the order and Lozada.
And again, just 2 hits for the Blue Crabs, and both have come from Michael Snyder. Everyone else so far held hitless.
9th strikeout from Revs pitchers tonight. Here's Lozada, fly out, walk, ground out. First pitch, swinging, he breaks his bat, punched it past Gomez, a ton of spin, and Silva can't get the bare hand pickup. It's an infield hit. The bat splintered. The barrel went out towards second. There were splinters flying, and it landed to Gomez left. He reached for it, and when it hit the grass, it spun and started to curl back toward the front of second base. And Silva did all he could, but unable to get a grip on that bare hand attempt.
It's almost like a bowler who puts a ton of spin on it, just curving it around the mound.
Yeah. That's exactly what it looked like. Here is Sampson with 2 down, a runner on. Pitch from Gomez, slider, called strike, inside corner. Sampson a fly out, ground out, and a walk tonight. Revs a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. And Gomez ready, the 0-1. Fastball down and in, just missed. Revs have Sampson defended pretty much the exact same way they did on Allen to start the inning. Playing him the other way. The 1-1, and a slider breaks outside. Gomez stumbled a little bit on the finish. A lot of the defensive alignment also has to do with who's on the mound. Gomez does bring it with good velo. And now ready. The 2-1. Slider right in there. It curls right on through. A called strike. 2-2. As Gomez tries to maintain this lead through 8. Chase Hutchinson was walking along the bullpen area a moment ago. Here's the 2-2. Oh, man, just missed. Oh, a fastball looked like it was right there. Gomez just smiling, looking in at the plate. The entire ballpark ready to erupt to end the 8th. And there was one guy that didn't think it was a strike.
Dare I say makeup call?
I'm thinking the same thing. Runner's gonna go. Gomez ready. The payoff pitch. Just outside, and 2 in a row that looked like they were right there are called balls. And the inning continues with the tying run now on base. What is going on here? Fletch is going to come out and make a visit. And now they have to face LJ Hose, 2 pitches that looked perfect. I don't get it.
Certainly questionable calls going both ways here in this one, and I certainly think that after the heat that Speranza took from Frisbee down in the third base coaching box an inning ago, and the inning before that perhaps as well, he has not let the borderline calls go in the Revs' favor here in the 8th.
I guess if you can do that and not get yourself tossed, it can pay off. Certainly pitches that look like they've been called all night. Here's Hose with 2 on and 2 out. And the first offering, a slider. There's a strike. Hose a strikeout and a pair of ground balls.
And in his last few outings, with Gomi being so tough, so much of that has to do with getting ahead with the off speed.
0-1. Slider, line drive, base hit left center. And going all the way to the fence, and this is going to tie the game. Both runs around to score, and it's 3-3 here in the top of the 8th. Twice it looked like he had Sampson struck out, and LJ Hose comes through with a 2-run double to left center, and the lead is gone. 3-3 here in the 8th inning. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
Well, it's really important for Gomez to bounce back here, not let it get to him. Michael Snyder, a very dangerous hitter at the plate. The game is still tied, and got to get out number 3.
Snyder tonight 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. And Gomez ready. The first pitch to him. Fastball in for a strike. It was a broken bat infield hit that kept the inning alive. A pitch that absolutely blew up Lozada's bat. And then the two that everybody thought he had on Sampson that led to a walk. The 0-1 and a slider darts outside. Hose at second with 2 outs. Gomez had the first 2 outs. Now he's ready. The 1-1 and a slider line. Diving play. Simpson had squirted out of his glove. He had it for a split second. And Snyder's safe at first. It's an infield hit. He was gimpy going through the bag at first base. He might have tweaked something. And the inning continues. A 4th straight batter has reached.
Well, Snyder's battled knee injury all year, largely why he's only DH'd as of late, but a tremendous play by Simpson just to knock that one down because he saved the go-ahead run from coming in to score.
And here comes Mace, and he'll make a move now, but the damage has been done. The Blue Crabs have tied it up, and Chase Hutchinson coming in is going to try to keep this game tied. 2 runs home in the inning, and it's 3-3. A pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts here in the top of the 8th inning. First and third with 2 outs. Hutch, the lefty, will match up with the lefty Devin Rodriguez when we come back.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438 or online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania reminding you about natural gas safety.
Hi, this is Rich Free. I'm the CEO of the RG Group. We're a proud member of the York County Economic Alliance since 1961. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Chase Hutchinson takes over, left on left. First pitch to Devin Rodriguez, a swing and a miss on a fastball. 3-3 game here in the 8th inning. 2 runs home to tie it in incredible fashion. And it's first and third, the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Hutchinson ahead, a first pitch strike. Now the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip off Tejeda's foot. And he'll try to hobble that one off, 0-2. Rodriguez, 2 flyouts and a strikeout tonight. Boy, it looked like Gomez had this inning dominated and wrapped up.
Take us to the playoffs!
Hutchinson trying to get his guys back to the plate. He's ready. And the 0-2, swinging a high chop at second. Silva has to wait. Gloves, throws, inning over. And the Blue Crabs will settle for the tie. 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave him at the corners. Hutchinson comes in and ties up Rodriguez. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Blue Crabs tie it up 3-3 here in Game 1.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Parents, do you want your child to be part of a national award-winning baton twirling group? Baton twirling is fun and not only forms friendships, but develops leadership, sportsmanship, teamwork, and self-discipline. Wanda and her staff at Wanda's Cadets Baton Studio are happy to teach those looking to perform in parades, as well as those looking to compete at an elite level. Take advantage of their new student registration promotion at their West York or Red Line location. Call 717-676-7902 or visit their website at wandascadetsbatonstudio.com.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the 8th, right-hander Jesse Beal, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And we are tied at 3. Revs trying to get it back. Ruby Silva will lead it off. Revs have not scored since the 2nd inning. They led 3-0 early. The Blue Crabs have gotten Gabby off the hook with a run in the 4th and 2 in the 8th. Silva 2 for 3 tonight. RBI triple in the 1st. First pitch of the inning, a breaking ball, big swing and a foul tip behind home. He'll be followed by Nash and Burgess. Beal during the regular season for the Blue Crabs was 6-4, a 3.36 ERA, 59 outings. Now the 0-1, and Silva shortens. Pitch is in the dirt, though. The last 3 home playoff games that the Revs have been involved in going back to 2014, all affected by some really controversial rulings. Now this inning it was judgment, balls and strikes, but the entire place thought Gomez had him twice. Pitch is hit high in the air in center. Vaughn was deep. He'll come over and in. Over into left center and makes the grab. 1 down. Had him played deep, came in a step, and then shifted all the way over as it faded toward left center. Now Beal has the first out of the inning. Here's Talvin Nash. Nash 1 for 3 tonight, singled in the 5th. There's the first pitch, breaking ball, a bouncer foul over by the third base dugout. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for York. 3-5-0 for Southern Maryland. Now Beal ready. And the 0-1. Breaking ball, ripped left side, and there's a hit for Nash. He's 2 for 4. Shortstop Garcia had him played toward the hole, and Nash ripped it right past him to his left, a 1-out base runner.
Nice shot by Nash going down and getting that one. That was down and away, and every pitcher that the Blue Crabs have brought into this game has really tried to work down and away to right-handers, but Nash extending, and he hooked it up the middle.
Now here's Michael Burgess, who's 0 for 3 tonight. The outfield will play deep. And Beal with the pitch. It missed outside. Tied at 3. The Revs, again, have not scored since the second inning. It was just their 4th hit since. They've also had 2 caught stealings during that time. Beal to the letters. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a miss. Fastball down in the zone. And a good spot for him. Beal spent 6 years in the Orioles system, peaking at single A. He's from D.C. Blue Crabs, a hometown team of sorts for him. There's the 1-1. Fastball missed in tight. Last year he was in the Can-Am League. Former 14th round pick of the Orioles in 08 out of high school. South County High School in Maryland. Go-ahead run is Nash at first. Again, the outfield way deep. Here's the 2-1. And a line drive, base hit right center. Nash had to hesitate, though, to make sure it did indeed get by Sampson at second. It's first and second with 1 out. Back-to-back singles. And Isaiah Tejeda up next.
And it looked like an off-speed pitch there from Beal. Burgess able to keep his weight back, drive the hands right back up the box.
Beal against the Revs this season, 7 2/3 innings, only 2 runs allowed. Didn't walk any, struck out 10. He had good success against them. Blue Crab pitchers had faced the minimum the previous 8 hitters before these 2 singles. Here's Tejeda, who's 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a run tonight. Beal stretches, checks second, and delivers. And a fastball painted the outside corner, strike 1. Beal brings it at 91. Tied at 3 in the 8th. Here's the stretch. The 0-1. And it might have crossed up Allen again. It, I guess, was in the dirt outside. He blocked my vantage point of it, but
I almost thought he went down to his knees, but it never hit the dirt.
Yeah, maybe not. And he is going to march out and talk with Beal. I think that did confuse him. They'll try to get on the same page. Ball and a strike. No visit charged. Final in Central Islip. Somerset wins game 1 on the road, 7-1 at Long Island on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Ball and a strike. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Swing, and he pops it up foul, back and out of play. Fastball up at 91. And Beal gets ahead of him. They also had Thornton up last inning, I guess presumably for if they would have gone in front. He's been their 8th inning setup man all year. Now Beal ready. And the 1-2 swing, and it's fouled off over the first base Ruth. Blue Crabs tying it with 2 in the 8th. Revs trying to answer back. Now Beal set again. They want it away. Pitch, breaking ball, grounded to second. Could be 2. The flip, the turn, it is 2. 4-6-3 double play. Sampson flipped to Garcia, who completes it. And the game will be tied going to the 9th. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left. We head to the 9th inning in Game 1. It's a 3-3 score.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the Home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Head of the 9th inning, 3-3, and Chase Hutchinson, who got the final out of the 8th, will remain in. Blue Crabs tying it up in the 8th. Revs threatening but unable to respond in their half. So tied we are as Corey Vaughn leads things off here to begin the 9th in Game 1. Hutchinson's first pitch of the inning, and a nasty two-seamer that sinks in for a strike. Vaughn 2 flyouts and a strikeout tonight.
Revolution! Revolution!
0-1, and a liner pulled foul over the stands in left. Hutchinson 4-3 this year, 1.36 ERA, 57 outings, 5 saves, named the team's pitcher of the year. Opponents hit .204. Now ready, 0-2, and it misses down and in by the back foot. Saturday night is 30th straight scoreless outing, extending a franchise record. His final appearance of the regular season, got the final 3 outs in the clincher. Not a save situation, but nailed it down nonetheless. Now the 1-2, and it breaks down and in. It'll be Vaughn, Garcia, and Allen here in the 9th, 6, 7, and 8. Now Hutch ready. The 2-2, and it misses down and away. He was ahead of Vaughn. Now it's full. Vaughn does have good speed should he reach. 17 steals, caught only 3 times. Now ready. The payoff pitch. Breaking ball, got him. Swing and a miss. A 3-2 slider. And you've got to have some real confidence to locate that. He does, and he did. 1 down to start the 9th.
And so often that pitch is talked about as being devastating against left-handed batters, but righties have an advantage with it moving towards them. I can't imagine it's a very easy pitch to hit as a right-handed batter either.
Here's Edwin Garcia, and he takes a fastball strike at 94. Garcia, 2 flyouts, a pop-up in between. Hutchinson, the 0-1, and a chopper high off the dirt. Silva back by second, gloves and throws him out. What a play! On a high chop behind second base, the second bounce came up hot, right at letter high, but he read it, squeezed it, made the throw.
And that's the downward movement that Hutchinson gets on his fastball that really made that play. Garcia beats it into the ground, and really good range by Silva, the high hop allowing him to get there in time, and a really quick transfer on the throw to Nash.
At 2 away, here is Luis Allen. He's gone strikeout, strikeout, flyout tonight. Tied at 3 here in the 9th inning. And Hutchinson will toe the rubber. Ready and delivers. And missed outside, a fastball. I assume Thornton for Southern Maryland again. And I believe Epley playing catch in case they take the lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Reaching down low. Hutchinson evens things up. One ball, 1 strike. Now ready again, the 1-1. And that misses down and in. What a year for Hutchinson. It was set up early on. And then as he got better and better, sharper and sharper, the 8th inning was his every night. Then eventually the 9th inning was his every night.
Come on, kid!
AAA with the Mets last season. Here's the 2-1. And a little loop, shallow center. Witherspoon hustles in. He'll get there. Runs down the bloop in shallow center. Hutchinson goes 4 up, 4 down. Revs pitchers have held the bottom 5 in the order now to 0 for 19 on the night. And the Revs will try to win it. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning here in Game 1, tied at 3.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Of the ninth, tied at 3 here in Game 1. The postseason on WOYK, brought to you by your neighborhood Sure Save Markets. Right-hander Zach Thornton, the new pitcher for Southern Maryland. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And Thornton this season, 2-4, 3.63 ERA, 47 outings. Has given up some hits. Opponents hitting .322. Doesn't walk many though, only 14 and 44 and 2/3. 33 strikeouts. Witherspoon will lead it off. And the first pitch, fastball up high. Lozada a step in front of being even with the bag at third. Tight to the line there. The 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Fastball down. Witherspoon 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the second. He'll lead it off with Dent and Simpson following. Revs have not scored since the second inning. There's the 1-1. Swing and he got jammed. Grounds a foul along the line at third. Lozada scoops it up. 1-2. Check his bat, tapping the handle against the ground several times. Deems it to still be intact. Revs have Grant Sides getting up. Should the game go extras? Thornton nods yes. The 1-2, and it missed up high, trying to pound him on the hands. Thornton again set. 2-2. And it just missed down and away. Now it's Southern Maryland's turn to think they had one. Allen came up, was ready to throw it down to third. And Witherspoon works it full. Now they set up in the 3-2. Swing and he bounces a foul over toward the front row by the Blue Crab on deck area. Now he'll circle and stroll past the plate and get ready to do it again. Thornton previously in the A's, Pirates, and Mets systems. And he looks in and ready. Another 3-2 and a swing and a miss. Fastball down, got Witherspoon to chop through it. And one down here in the bottom of the ninth is the 10th strikeout from Blue Crab pitchers tonight. Now with one down, Ryan Dent to the plate. Dent 0 for 2 tonight, hit by a pitch to reach early in the game. After that, a strikeout, and then a hard hit liner to first that was speared on a short hop, turned into a ground out. Thornton ready, first offering, and he tried to stop, appeal to first, he went on a sinking fastball in. 0-1, he almost tried to stop by raising the arms straight up partway through, but had gone around on it. Thornton, a former Oregon Duck, drafted by the A's. The 0-1, and a ground ball to shortstop. This one right to Garcia. He'll throw to first, and that's out number 2. Thornton retires the first two with pretty heavy sinkers here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Dent hit that one straight into the ground. And Chase Simpson up next. Tonight 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He was a big hero in getting the Revs here. Here's the first pitch. Swinging, he fouls it off over the third base side. Thornton, who began his season pitching for Team Israel in the WBC. Now the 0-1, and it just missed down and away. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. And again, a 3-0 lead early. They have not added to it. Southern Maryland on the board in the 4th on a homer, tied it on a 2-run double in the 8th. There's the stretch, the 1-1, and a fastball just inside. Revs' last walk-off win in postseason history, Game 3 of the Division Series in 2014. Pitch, swing and a miss, a fastball. A good rip from Simpson, just swung through it, 2-2. They have 2 walk-off wins in their postseason history. The other one, Game 1 of the Division Series in 2011. Bryant Nelson walk-off homer to beat Lancaster. It was a 3-2 final. 2-2, and a foul tip, and it stung Allen's chest protector and stopped right by home plate.
That almost knocked him right over.
Come on, Red!
Yeah, he got up. I wasn't sure he was going to stay on his feet. That'll give Allen a moment. And now Simpson will climb back in. Base is empty, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And Thornton ready to go. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball, and he works a 1-2-3 9th. We will go extra innings in the playoff opener. Heading to the 10th here tonight in Game 1. It's the Revs 3 and the Blue Crabs 3.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Not only can you feel it in the air, you can hear it. High school football. Charlie's Donut Squad is working hard every day to make sure you head over to the high school with your favorite lineup. Jelly-filled, glazed, pumpkin, chocolate peanut butter, and brewing up some of that famous fresh Maple Donuts coffee. So what's the game plan, high school football fans? Just make sure you show up with a big orange box filled with Maple Donuts. Because I don't care who you're rooting for, it's a winner every time.
Maple Donuts taste right.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Tenth inning, and the Revs and Blue Crabs tied at 3. Grant Sides takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Southern Maryland with left-hand hitting Tucker Nathans in the on-deck circle. Perhaps will bat for Zach Cohn, who struck out 3 times tonight. Sides just about ready. The Revs all-time in extra innings in the playoffs, 3-2. 1-2 at home. Last playoff game to go extras, the last one last season. Lost in 10 against Sugar Land. And they've lost their last 2 extra inning postseason games. The last win was Game 3 of the Division Series in 2014. Johan Lamonta walk-off single. The game that Sean Smith hit the home run with the hop seen around the world. The Sides will take over. Nathans indeed will pinch hit. And Sides the high set, and the righty's first pitch. A swing and a miss. High fastball at 93. Nathans, after joining Southern Maryland this year, hit .233, 4 home runs. 17 driven in. Sides with the 0-1, and a fastball missed low. Nathans began his career in the Can-Am League, then the Frontier, and from there earned a contract with the Orioles. More than 4 seasons in their system. Here's the 1-1, and a fastball up and away, just missed. Tejeda tried to bring that one back. Nathans made it to AAA with the Orioles this season in Norfolk. Top of the order next, Lozada and Sampson. Now the 2-1, swinging a foul against the screen. Sides, after joining the team last Monday, 5 outings. 0-1, 4 innings, 4 runs. He suffered the loss on Sunday and was charged with 3 of those 4 in that outing. The other one coming the night before. His first 3 appearances all scoreless. Now he's ready. And the 2-2. Swinging a foul tip squeeze. Struck him out. Fastball at 94. And it ends up tipped into Tejeda's mitt for out number 1. The Revs with their 11th strikeout as a staff here tonight. 4 have come from that spot in the lineup. Nathan's pinch hitting there for Cohn. Here's Lozada at the top. 1 for 3, had the broken bat infield hit that started the 2-out rally in the 8th. First pitch, fastball, and it's in there at the knees. Strike 1, he rolls his eyes. Gomez absolutely obliterated his bat, but Lozada ended up on base, and the rally that produced the tying 2 runs would ensue. They play him the other way. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. And Sides has the fastball popping tonight. He's ahead 0-2.
And he's been at 93 here early, and so far it doesn't look like any of the Blue Crab hitters can time it up. They're well late.
Stares through his glove to get the sign. He's ready. And the 0-2, swinging a pop fly down the line and left. Simpson chasing toward the Blue Crab bullpen. It ends up in the seats. Southern Maryland with righty Evan Reed loosening. He was a late season acquisition. He's driven up here when their series began here last Tuesday after flying in. Base is empty, 1 out, sides ahead on Lozada. Has the high socks, the big righty staring through the mitt, has his sign, they want it high. 0-2, it was high, too high. Lozada does not chase on that one. Originally from Puerto Rico, we certainly hope everything is okay where he's from. That's been a rough few days. Now the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, rolled over to second. Silva lines it up, gloves and throws low, and Nash makes the scoop. Yikes, makes the backhand stab on a ball in the dirt at first base. 2 down. Sort of just aimed that one and almost got himself in trouble, but 2 outs to begin the 10th.
Sort of aimed it. I don't know if he may have underestimated the speed of Lozada. Looked up last second and just kind of gotten rid of it, but not a good throw. Nash making the pick. And late movement there on the pitch from Saenz really forced Lozada to get it off the fist. It was running in.
Here's Sampson now, 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run. And the pitch. Swinging, he loops one foul over the Revs bullpen and into section 1 of the seats. No balls and a strike. After that throw, Silva angrily made a dry throw just to sort of get it out of his system and sort of go through the motion again. And now between pitches here, he bows to Nash for making that scoop. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. A high fastball. Sides trying to get his team back to the plate. He's ahead 0-2. He is looking strong tonight. Big righty has his signal. Now the 0-2. Swinging a soft liner at short. Dent up the ladder. He's got it. Trying to time the humpback liner, and he jumps up and reels it in to end the inning. A 1-2-3, top of the 10th. And the Revs will have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 10th inning. Coming back to the plate, tied 3-3.
Donegal offers car and homeowners insurance at rates that are very competitive. So competitive that Donegal's car insurance rates are among the lowest in the state. And if you insure your car and home with Donegal, Donegal will take up to an additional 10% off their already low rates. Donegal, a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
It's going to be another epic year in high school football, and Sports Radio 1350 is ready for kickoff. Tune in every Friday night this fall for the high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Plus, go to WOYK1350.com for a full breakdown of the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League. The high school football game of the week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch the action every Friday night on Sports Radio 1350, online at WOYK1350.com, or download the WOYK mobile app.
Fans, your second half Freedom Division champion York Revolution is going to the playoffs, and the team needs your help. Let's pack Peoples Bank Park this Wednesday and Thursday as the Revs take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Rudders and the 4 Isaacs locations in York are giving away free Revolution ticket vouchers with purchase. Vouchers are also available at your nearest Peoples Bank Financial Center. Playoff baseball, it doesn't get any better than that. Come on out this Wednesday and Thursday. Get details at YorkRevolution.com.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 10th, we are tied at 3. And the top of the order for the Revs facing righty Evan Reed, who takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Nathan stays in the game to play right. Reed in 2 regular season outings, 2 scoreless innings, 1 hit, struck out 3. And Alonzo Harris up first. Here's the first pitch of the inning. And it's inside as he yanks the arms back. Revs had to Reed work a scoreless inning against them last week. 1 appearance. Seen him once. There's the 1-0. And a check swing foul against the net. That one in on him. And an excuse me swing sent it whizzing past Jared Mitchell, who's on deck. Harris grounded out against Reed in the meeting last Thursday. There's the 1-1 swing. He went on a high fastball, started, tried to stop, but went about 3/4 of the way. He's 1 for 3 tonight, singled, scored in the first, sac fly in the second. Alonzo leading off the bottom of the 10th, tied 3-3. And the pitch. Fastball missed up and away. Reed, who made it to the majors with the Tigers for parts of 2 years, got called up in 2013. 3rd round pick of the Rangers in 07. Out of Cal Poly. The 2-2. And a swing and a grounder slap just foul down the first base side against the tarp.
Well, that was a pitch down and away that Harris really was just trying to protect, and he slapped it down the first base line and nearly had himself a base hit.
Mitchell and Silva batting this inning as well. Another 2-2 to Zoe. Here it is. And a ground ball second base. To his left is Sampson. He's got it cleanly. Throws to first. 1 down. The Revs this season in extra inning games were 4-5. 3-5. 4-5. 1-3 at home. Southern Maryland in extras this year, 6-6, and they did fare well on the road, 4-2. Teams met each other once in extra innings this season, head-to-head. Here's Mitchell. First pitch is swung on, launched high in the air, left field. Hose moving back onto the track. He'll have room, though. With both feet on the front of the track, Mitchell just got under it. And a fly out to deep left goes for out number 2. Revs won an 11-inning game at Southern Maryland July 17th of this season, 6-5. Here's Ruby Silva, who's 2 for 4, RBI triple in the first. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 10th in game 1. And Reed with the pitch. It's a little low. Both pitchers in this 10th inning for their respective teams were acquired right at the beginning of that final week. There's the 1-0. And a swing and a line drive left field. Hose moving back. That's going to carry off the manual scoreboard and bounces away. And Silva into second, standing with a double as it racketed right off the number panels and right back past Hose toward the infield. Silva with a 3 for 5 night. Needs a homer for the cycle, and he'll get Talvin Nash to the plate. Winning run at second with 2 outs.
And what a boost he's been for the Revs. That's his third 3-hit game in 8 games played.
A bullet the other way. Not all that much unlike the home run that he hit his first game, just this one was right into the arch nemesis. Now here's Nash, who's 2 for 4 tonight, and James Frisbee will make a visit. He was the pitching coach to begin the year. Now he's both. Took over managing duties for John Harris, who had stepped down. Now the winning run at second with Silva's speed. A third hit for Nash tonight could very well put the Revs up 1-0. Now the visit concludes. Revs with Brad Allen up in case the game goes to an 11th. Silva, who had gone down to third to talk with Polo during the visit. Back to second base leading. And Nash digs in. Reed is ready. And the first pitch. Missed up high. Chance of Talvin in the stands.
And I think the Blue Crabs are making a mistake right here. Their second baseman, Sampson's almost on top of the second base bag. With Silva's speed, he's going to score on a base hit, and now there's a huge hole on the right side.
Some room into right center as well if he hits it that way. Here's the 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Nash with singles his last 2 at-bats. 1 past third, 1 past short. Silva working on those batting gloves, fastening and refastening as he leads. From second, draws a look. The 1-1, and it misses high. Nash leaves it up there. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 10th. Revs' last walk-off win, August 24th against Somerset. Their third of the year. Reed ready. And the 2-1 missed outside. Michael Burgess looms on deck. Many of the fans standing behind the Revs dugout, hoping to see Talvin get the big hit. But again, if he just prolongs it, he's got a pretty good hitter behind him waiting as well. Now Reed ready. And the 3-1 swing and a high fly ball left center field. It's deep. It is gone! Game-winning walk-off home run! Talvin Nash has gone yard to left center, and the Revs win Game 1 by a final score of 5-3. He is mobbed at home plate. His helmet went somewhere in the air, and he disappeared into the pile. And here comes Hutch with the ice bath. Look out, Talvin. They chase him down. And the Revs have won in extra innings, 5-3 in Game 1. Another fantastic finish. And the Revs with their third walk-off win in postseason history. And it's their second walk-off home run in franchise playoff history. 5-3, and they lead this best-of-5 series 1-0. What a win, what a finish. And Nash and the boys head off to a standing ovation. They lead this series 1-0. And he got into a hitter's count, got one up, and he launched it, and it kept going. And it was Vaughn in center at the left center wall trying to climb the fence, but that ball back against the playground netting. And Telvin Nash, who in 48 games this season, he hit 16 bombs, one every 3 games. He opens the playoffs with a walk-off winner and joins Bryant Nelson as the only 2 on the list with walk-off home runs in Revs postseason history. They have not had a walk-off home run since last season, but they opened the playoffs with one here in Game 1, 5-3 the final in 10. And the Revs, who have never played an extra inning playoff game to go longer than 10 innings, they get this one done in 10 here tonight. Matter of fact, the last walk-off home run for the Revs in any game was May 12th of last year. Andres Perez did it, and the one before that, 9 days earlier, you guessed it, Mr. Nash did it. That is the 3rd walk-off hit of his Revs career and the 2nd to be a walk-off home run. And the Revs, who were so frustrated when they saw this game get tied in the 8th inning, it took an excruciating couple of additional innings to get the lead back, but they do it on the final swing of the night. Telvin Nash, the walk-off winner, and the Revs have taken Game 1 5-3 in 10 innings. Another night here at Peoples Bank Park, another night that we will never forget. And for the first time, how about the irony of this? We've said this a couple of times tonight. The first time that the Revs have opened a postseason at home since 2011 when they started the series against Lancaster. And it was Game 1 of that championship run that provided the only other walk-off home run in Revs postseason history, the only one until now, as Telvin Nash gets a couple huge hugs from family members down near the Revs dugout. What a moment, what a swing, what a player, and what a star he has been for this team in his 3 partial seasons here. And he just provided the biggest swing that he has given them to date. He wins Game 1 with a walk-off 2-run homer. It was Ruby Silva who kept it alive with the double. And Telvin Nash puts this one in the books. Final score in 10 innings in Game 1. It's the Revs 5, the Blue Crabs 3. Revs lead this best-of-5 series 1-0. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.